Hello and welcome to Mr. Bacon Pants Plays Games. Today I'm playing Wingspan. Yeah, Wingspan is I guess what most people would call an engine building game or a tableau building game. Tableau is just a fancy word for laying cards in front of you, and then those cards, have some effect on scoring or gameplay. And then engine building means that you're kind of creating an engine or a mechanism of creating points or generating points or resources in a game. So this is using cards. That's why we kind of call it a tableau builder. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. This won't be like a tutorial or anything like that. This will be me just doing some gameplay, seeing it play through. I'm going to do a custom game to start out with, and then while I'm playing, I'll kind of give you my commentary on Wingspan and kind of what I think about it. And how it goes from there, and kind of compare it to other games. If you want a tutorial, there's tons of great videos out there that kind of walk you through how to play Wingspan. And instead of taking views away from them, I'll go ahead and support them, and we can check them out. So let's go ahead and go to gameplay. I'm just going to do a 2-player. I think it's going to be a quicker video. I'll be the puffin versus I'm not sure what bird that is. I should know. I play this game. It tells you what all the birds are. But yeah, I'll have this be a hard computer, and I will be a human, a little 2-player game. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Alright. A lot of really high production value with this game. Computer's going first. Yeah, so this is pretty much the tableau, what you see before you here. Each row kind of does something different. So this is like the forest. You can play cards here in front of you. You have the grasslands. Okay, so it's telling me it's round 1 of 4 rounds, 8 turns left in this round. So this is actually kind of talking about what I was gonna do. So yeah, right here it says you can play a bird from your hand, but how you play it down is in one of those 3 rows that I was gonna go over: the forest, the grasslands, and the wetlands. And they kind of trigger different abilities. So when you play a bird, there's activated abilities on that card, and you'll see how they kind of interact with the row powers. But each row has a power. So the forest, you gain food and you activate forest bird powers. The grasslands, you lay eggs, and then on the wetlands, you get to draw bird cards. So we'll see what that means as we play. So to start the game off, you have to kind of build out your hand of cards, and you get to build out what food you start the game with. So down here is food. And what food is it's how you play birds to the table. So in this top corner here, you'll see what food they need to consume, and then where you can play them, what row you can play them in. Okay, and we'll see later why it's important to play birds in certain rows. Okay, so this one needs wheat, worms and wheat, just a bunch of wheat, worms or wheat, and 2 wheat. So wheat's a pretty popular food right now with the cards that we have in our hand currently. These are cards that are just in our hand right now. So at the start of the game, you get 5 cards and you pick up the 5 things to keep. So what I like to do before I start playing or picking cards is looking at the goals. So again, there's 4 rounds, and then each round has a scoring at the end of it. So this one is for the amount of birds that you have in your wetlands. This one is sets of birds. So it says 1 set of eggs consists of 1 egg in the wetland row, 1 egg in the grassland row, and 1 egg in the forest row. And I count the number of sets. So basically, you want to have, at least 3 eggs, 1 in each row, and then each set of 3 is additional. So a lot of eggs is really important. You might need to set that up in this round, start laying eggs to try to get set up and scoring in the next round. This one is, I think, it'll tell us. Count the total number of birds with this specific nest type that have at least 1 egg. And then each bird counts just once, regardless of how many eggs. So you need the stick nest with an egg in it, and then this one is the amount of eggs and tree holes. So I kind of look at that, and I look here. So here's something that would be good The black-billed wassailing duck is really good for like late game scoring. And then this one would be good for late game scoring. Here's that middle, or the second to the end stick nest, and then the bowl nest. Okay, so let's think about this. We want a lot of wetland ducks in the beginning, so I think this is something I would definitely want to keep when activated. So we'll talk about what that means in a little bit, but basically I discard one wheat, and then I can tuck 2 cards from the deck behind this card. Tucked cards mean that you would play the card underneath this bird, and then at the end of the game, you score points for those tucked cards. Like pretty much eggs score you points, food score you points, tucked cards score you points, birds score you points, and then of course the goals score you points. And the points that each bird is worth just for having it in your tableau is here, this little feather, so 2, 0, 5, 4, 0. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this. I don't like to think too far ahead in this game. It gets a little overwhelming. It's probably why I'm not that great at it. I do beat the computer on occasion. I do play this on my iPad quite a bit. I think I'll do this one as well. It's a draw 2 cards, and if you do discard a card, I think that's good. I played that last game I played. And so I'll keep a worm and a food. I wish I could keep 2 of the wheats since they are so popular. Also, let's also look at the goal cards. So we'll get to choose one of these as well. So birds that eat only worms, I can get points at the end of the game. Birds in your hand at the end of the game. Birds in your hand at the end of the game. Well, that's interesting. I never saw that goal card before. So you're just having a lot of cards in your hand at the end of the game. I don't know, I kind of like that. It just lets me just like focus 100% on card draw. I don't know, maybe I'll keep that goal. I kind of like it. Just one less thing to worry about. I just got to think about, drawing a lot of cards. See, like draw 2 cards, draw 2 new bonus cards. Oh, and keep 1. That's just bonus cards. I want birds. I guess I'll do this one. I can play it anywhere. The Mourning Dove. All right, so here we go. The start of the round. Okay, so the computer's drawn cards. So what does that mean? Well, that means that they have activated the wetlands row. So if I click this, I don't play any bird cards. I literally just draw cards. Where do I draw them? You draw them up here. So there's 3 cards that are always visible that you can see. So you can see the birds that are here, or you can also draw from the top of the deck blind. So it's always good to kind of look at these and just see if there's anything worth getting. I see there's a couple wetland, but we at the start of the game we already picked, a really good wetland. Draw 2 cards, and if you do, discard 1 from your hand and it turns. This one's kind of let us cycle through these cards anyway. And then why would you want to play cards, right? You're thinking, well, why would I want to play cards if I can just get this ability now? Well, it's setting up a later turn. So when I play the Ready Duck to this row, that means the next time that I want to activate the draw card ability, I get the additional effect of drawing a card and then paying an egg and drawing a second card. And then of course if I played another bird here, then I would draw 2 cards and all the way up to drawing 3 cards. The eggs mean that in addition to the cost of the bird itself, I have to pay 1 egg to play a bird here. So the first bird in each row has no egg cost. So it's always good to kind of fill up that first slot right away. That way you get more options as the game goes on. So knowing that this will allow me to draw cards when I'm already wanting to draw cards, I feel like this is relatively powerful. And right now food's kind of tight. I don't have 2 wheat anyway. But if I had more food, I could discard any 2 food for 1 food that I want, which is also kind of nice. Because birds are resourceful. Okay, so I'm going to do the Ruddy Duck. I'm going to play the Ruddy Duck here. We're going to do the worm. So it's already kind of defaulted that for me. Because the wheat is really useful because I already have a couple birds that need it. So I'm going to go ahead and play that. The Ruddy Duck. And that's all I can do. So I can either play a card or activate a row. And that's literally the turn. That's how simple it is. Where this game gets complex and almost overly complicated is the goals, the activated abilities on the cards, keeping track of your goals. You'll see. It gets a little crazy. And then each round, you get less and less turns to do what you need to do. So it's a little stressful as well. It's not that relaxing of a game. All right, so they got food. I do have this bird, the mourning dove, that I can really just play anywhere I want. And again, knowing that this is sets of 3 and all 3, it might be cool to try to get that set up. They need fish. We can check out what the food supply looks like. So in the desktop game, the food supply is actually dice. They represent it really well in the digital version. And there is a lot of fish there. Do I want to get food? Yeah, let's get food. And let's get another wheat. Oh, yeah, it's down here. I always want to click these dice for some reason because they look so pretty. But yeah, it's down here. All right, we'll do wheat. And we'll take it. Cool. All right, yeah, and like this is an engine building game. Playing it in real life, it does take a long time to play. I think it's like an hour. Me and my wife play it quite a bit. I think it's one of the more accessible games like this just because it is so pretty, and I think it does kind of motivate people, to want to play it because it is such a beautiful game, especially if you love birds, like my wife does. And, and it's relatively simple to teach, right? It's like you can, activate the abilities in these 3 rows. As you activate the abilities, so let's say I activate this ability here, I can draw the card and discard an egg and get another card, but then I also activate every bird in the row, starting from, here all the way down to the end of the line. So as the game progresses, it gets more complicated, but, early on, it seems like a very approachable game. And then by the time you're like halfway through it, you're already invested, and so you're going to finish it. And it is a fun game. I mean, these games are fun. Like I said, we play quite a bit. But if you want my opinion, I think there are better games like this, like engine building games that are a little bit faster to play and less of a time commitment. So you can actually get more games in a game night instead of just one. And maybe I'll play that one on the channel. I won't spoil it. All right, so let's think about what I want to do. Do I want to draw cards or do I want to play? I really can't play a card right now because I don't have any eggs. So let's get eggs. Click a bird to lay eggs on. The ruddy duck. There we go. I love how this game, the digital version is just, look at that polish. We got the animated ducks, we got birds, we got things flying in the background. It's such a beautiful game. Even in real life, it's just as beautiful. The artwork is just amazing, but in the digital version, they kick it up to 11, honestly. All right, so next round. I got the 2 food. I might as well. Well, let's look at the. We'll do it. I was gonna say I wanted to look at the food. Okay. Bonk. That bird hatched from the egg. Alright, I just want to look at the food real quick. Okay, we still got some fish. And a wheat. I'm just trying to think what I should do. It would be nice to score some points to see what they were doing. Yeah, I'm going to beat them in... I'm going to beat them in this track. So I'll get 4 points. So I don't think I need to really be that aggressive. I do need cards, though. This is where it gets tough, right? You're thinking, because like this game, early turns can affect your late turns to the point where you're like, I already lost the game. So it gets a little scary. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get food. While I have this, I'll get it. Okay. And I might throw this guy in the food bin, just so I have the option of discarding cards to get more food. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the Mourning Dove here. Okay, and then when I get food, I get to also lay an egg, which is good. Because then that way, if I need an egg, I can get food and an egg. So it's like I'm making that row multi-purpose now. Okay. Let me just check what row they played that bird in. Okay, yeah. Now we tied. Don't like that. Okay, so... let's draw a card. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, though, in this round. See, I think this is what screwed... I think I should have played that bird in the wetlands. Okay. Well, we just gotta deal with it. We can maybe recover. We do need a grassland bird, so let's start thinking about our next turn. This bird is actually kind of useful because it's going to help us in the late game. And that late game round is worth 7 points, I think. So let's go ahead and... we got to get the woodpecker. And it says all players lay 1 egg on any tree nest bird. You may lay 1 egg. You may lay 1 egg on 1 additional tree bird. Okay. We'll do that one. I don't think these are going to be that useful. Oh yeah, and cash food on cards also count as points at the end of the game. So this could, like, you know, roll a dice not in the bird feeder, and if any are fish, then you can you know, cash it on this card. I'm just going to draw from the top of the deck. Oh, look at that. Draw 2 new bonus cards, keep 1. Okay. Discard 1 food to tuck a card. I don't have it, so sorry, I can't tuck a card under you. You go hungry. You go hungry over the winter. Alright, so let's draw 2 cards. Let's just draw from the top, see what we get. Yeah, see, this is another one. Gain 3 from the supply 1 played, so those cards that have like a 1 played effect, which that would be really good. The goldfinch. And then this guy, once in between turns, when another player takes the gain food action, if any number of mice, also gain 1 mice from the supply, cash it on this card. So it's kind of good because it kind of like happens between like your player's turn, where you can get some, if you look at their, you know, their strategy, if they're kind of going after mice. All right, so now I need to discard 1. So I think I will discard this. I'm not really gonna play that. All right, let's see what happens. We got some options now. One turn. I have laid eggs. Good for you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get food. Get ready for next round. Ooh, oh yeah, okay, so this is what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and get food, but since there's only 1 die left, if there's 1 die or the 2 last dice are the same symbol, you can reroll. So I'm gonna go ahead and reroll them all. Okay, and I think I want to get, let's see, the berry, because I do want to get this woodpecker out because it is going to help me late game. So I'm going to get a berry, and then I'm going to discard a card. And that's a good card. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that one. And get the worm. Okay, next. Lay an egg. Of course I want to lay an egg. Who wouldn't want to lay an egg? There we go. Alright, so we tied. I mean, not the end of the world. Alright, so then... Now we gotta get sets of eggs. I can do that. That's gonna be easy. Yeah, look at them. Already trying to lay them eggs. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead... Oh, I can? Oh, it's the forest. Sorry about that. Alright, This one's a tough one. Because I do kind of want to start getting ready. You don't have a lot of turns. But there's no way I can't play him. Because I don't have enough food. Alright, so let's do that. Let's gain the food. But maybe I should see if he kind of clears out that food. Maybe I'll draw cards. So let's get that, and we'll draw a card. Okay, let's do it. But wouldn't it be nice to draw a card and be able to tuck 2 cards for the end game scoring? The dilemmas of Wingspan. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's get this food. We'll lay an egg. Absolutely. Oh, that pretty little mourning dove. Okay. Let's do this. And, okay, so we need a grassland card. Lay 1 egg on any bird. Okay. And let's draw from the top. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to do that. Was this all players gain 1 fish from the supply? They all spray. It is worth 5 points. It is the stick nest. So... The one thing I kind of don't like about the computer version is it is kind of hard to cycle through the cards. The iPad does a lot better. Alright, this one is tuck a card from your hand behind this bird. If so, if you do, also lay 1 egg on this bird. So this one's a good one because it would allow me to tuck cards. I also don't want to tuck cards from my hand because I have that that bonus card. So I kind of don't want to take cards out of my hand. Okay, so he has 2 cards under him. It's 2 points. End of the game. Okay. I gotta start laying eggs. What is this guy doing? Let's see. What are they laying eggs on? Sometimes the computer just does weird strategy. This is hard. This is why I think people really like to play against the automaton, whatever, the robot. Because it's actually a little bit more of a challenge, I think. Because it actually has like rules it follows instead of just doing random stuff. Okay. I think the hard on this mode, or in this game, is in beta, though. So maybe that's why it's making mistakes. Alright, so let's think about what we want to do. We gotta get a bird in the grasslands. We gotta get something in the habitat of the grasslands. And we were gonna do this guy because we thought that he belonged somewhere else. But he doesn't. So we need wheat. We need wheat. Yeah, we need wheat. So let's go to the food. Okay, so we got a double. Alright, so let's do that. Reroll. Thank goodness we got the wheat. Now, do I want to discard and get more food? Do any of these guys not really jive? I mean, these like birds that lay their nests on the ground. Okay, yeah, let's get rid of this guy. So I'm going to go discard. Sorry, oyster catcher. You go. And then let's get another worm. Okay. Of course, lay the egg on the current bird. Alright, the next turn, I don't know, we'll play the, you know, because I can lay an egg on any bird when I activate it. I think that's pretty powerful. So, let's go ahead and play the sparrow. That seems perfect to me. I love their little songs. Good old birds. Alright, here we go. I've played a bird. Okay, good for you. Alright, you gotta get some eggs on these birds. So, I have an egg there. I just need an egg here. We got plenty of eggs there. Round's getting close to being over. You know? So, let's just go ahead and get our eggs. So click on birds to lay eggs. We want to do one here. We'll go ahead and throw one over there. And click next. Now I can lay an egg on any bird. So this guy's getting his own eggs from when I activate him, so I don't want to do that. Let's just throw one here. Because now, if I can get another bird here and here. Okay. So maybe I will play this guy. It does help other players. I feel like I want to draw, but so maybe I'll I really wish that there was doubles there. I mean, I guess it would be nice to be able to play this. Because then I would get 2 food next round, so I guess I'll go ahead and do it. I have like a little bit of a cold. I don't know if it's cold. I'll keep clearing my throat, but I think it might be allergies. Honestly, I don't feel sick. Alright, so now I need to, obviously... The bird hatches from an egg. It's like you're spending points to get points. So this game is just like, it looks beautiful and accessible. It's so deep. The longer this game goes, it just gets more and more complex. Oh, nice. Okay. Okay, so now I have 1 turn left. I really wanted to... I really wanted to get... yeah, I really wanted to get another bird or the wheat so I could tuck more points under that guy. Well, let's do it. We'll get food for next round. Alright, so let's get the wheat. We just can't get enough of wheat. So wheat. And then that's it. Oh, you know what I should do though? Take this. Take the option away from him to have worm or wheat. Okay. Yep, gonna do that. Yeah, see, I have to be, it has to be another bird. I don't have it. Oh, I do! Look at me. Accidental synergy. Yep, lay an egg on that current bird. Boom. Got it, 5 points. Okay, next round. Okay, so now we need the stick nest. I don't see any. I have one already. You know, each bird only counts as one, so I got 1, 2, 3. So I need some fishies. No fish in the feeder. I mean, I guess I could turn a cherry and a wheat into a fish. Let's go ahead and do it. Yep, cherry and a wheat, thank you. Let's do that. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have did that. I just lost myself a point in round 4. Okay. Man, do I want to draw cards? Or do I want to just lay eggs? Because I need to get an egg in there. Let's check the thing. If we have wheat. Ooh, we do have a wheat. Alright, let's go ahead and do it. Wheat, worm. Yeah, we'll do that. And then get that point back. And then, of course, lay an egg on the current bird. Alright, so I think I'm going to play the American goldfinch and then do the egg thing. So I can lay 3 eggs. So play that. Yep, I'm going to get, basically spend 2, get 3 back. And I'll do that egg. Alright, so gain 3 from the supply? Yes, of course, I want to gain 3 food from the supply. Alright, then I'm going to lay eggs. Get an egg on my osprey before the round's out. And then, of course, lay them on these eggs, or these birds for... Oh, can't. I can just load up that guy. Click on any bird. Okay. Man, that draw card row is looking pretty sad. Okay. But actually it's not looking sad for me, because I'm going to draw a lot of cards. Nothing's really going to help me. Let's just go here. Oh, look. Just what we're looking for. Okay. Alright. Of course I want to discard the tuck. Yep. Draw 2 cards, discard a card. Okay. Who do I want to discard? This guy has no ability, so I'm going to just discard him. Oh, he's worth 8 points, though. Let's bring him back. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of him. I already got the one where I draw 2 and discard 1. It's a better version of that guy, I think. Okay, so one more round. I don't think I'll be able to play him and get a egg in him. An egg for him. Trying to think. I don't want that. Okay. So I think we need to start thinking about later game. So we just need a worm plus a mouse. So I could play this. It's a great looking bird. Yeah, let's play him. He's a great looking bird. I just like the looks of him. Alright, so let's make sure, because we have to pay 2 food to convert it into any other food. And does this seem like a good move? Yeah, no one else needs cherries. That guy needs wheat. We got plenty of wheat. Yeah. The computer's auto-selecting pretty good. Alright, so now we gotta... I'll go ahead and just use it from that one. He's not scoring any points. Alright, so we tied. We each get 3. Or each get 4. Alright, last round. I'm doing really good for the last round scoring. But we only have, I think, what, 5 turns? Yeah, 5. Okay. And I think, oh yeah, I can get 3 eggs on here. Okay. Done. Roll. Oh yeah. Look at that. Got 1 mouse to cash on that bird. Let's see. Does any bird that scores this point need eggs? No. Okay. Well, I mean, eggs in general will also score us points. They're just good delay. I do want to play the 8-point card though. Okay. So I need a worm. I can play them. Oh, I need to spend 2 eggs, so I think everywhere. Let's see, 2 eggs. Yep. Oh, 1 egg. Okay, so yeah, I'll play here. Can I play him? It's not highlighted. Oh, I don't have any worm. Okay, so let's get food. Reroll. Okay, worm. Sure. I think I have... Oh, I guess I don't. I thought I had a bird that needed an egg. But not the right... Okay. Messed that up. Alright, so I think I have my next few turns kind of already figured out. I'm going to play this 8-pointer up here. So we'll get him out. That's good. And then we'll do there because I'm going to activate for food. I'll get an egg back. Okay, and then it's like, do I take the risk? I mean, I do need cards. I do need cards for my goal. Like, I need at least 5 cards in my hand. So I think I will draw. I think I will also try to draw things that could score me points. If I get if I get a bird that is a tree nest that I can play next turn and get an egg on. So it could give me points. So I'm just going to draw from here. I'm not going to spend eggs. Well, how many points does the bonus card give me? If I have 5, 4 points. Eggs are worth 1. So I guess it is worth it to get more cards in my hand. Just so I can have the option to play something if I want. So, yeah, I'm going to destroy an egg. We'll do it up here. Okay. And then we'll draw from the top. Oh, and look at that. And I think I might be able to play it. Okay. All players gain 1. It's fine. Discard. Oh no, but I gained a fish, so I can do it and still play that card. Okay. And then we'll draw 2 more. And then discard 1. Just get rid of that. I got 2 options. This one's worth more points, though. Say 2, 5. Oh, wait, I only have 1 turn left? Ah, I think I miscounted. Darn it. I was hoping I'd be able to play... Well, wait. Oh, no, playing birds don't activate abilities. I was like, oh, I could just... Well, okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... So I'll get 4 points. Alright, so... This would get me 2... If I do this row, I get more cards. Right, so I at least get... I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. That give me 7 points. Okay. So I feel like I'm drawing cards... Because if I lay eggs, I'll go, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, and then 5. 5 points. Roll 2 dice. I don't know, though. I don't know. Because then right now, like this, I'm only going to net... I'm already getting 4 points. So really, this would only get me 3 more points. Whereas this gives me, I think, way more points. Plus the option to potentially get more if I roll those 2 dice. Because if you look in here, there's 2 dice that I would be able to roll with that bird's ability. Okay, so I think I will lay eggs. Okay, so I know there's none of those birds that need eggs, but let's just double check. Okay, let's spend a food. I think we get 1 more. Wait, can I? Oh. Oh yeah, it's just a 1-to-1. Okay. So I'm gonna roll the 2 dice. Okay, I got another point. Okay. So is it enough? We'll find out. Okay, so I get 7 points there. And then... Alright, so the bird count... Ooh, we got 5 more bonus cards. 4, yep. Man, I thought my eggs... I think... Yeah, I was gonna say, I think my eggs are what's gonna carry me. So, alright, cool. Got it. That was tough. That was tough. But yeah, so the eggs kind of carried me, kind of made up for my lack of goal, my lack of goal card. And then, of course, those tucked cards added up. So if I didn't have any of the tucked cards, it would have been a different game. The eggs just really mainly just tied me up and made up for my missed gold card opportunities, gold cards, and yeah, and then like the tucked cards are what really kind of led me over the edge. So yeah, you can kind of see it there. Cool. Yeah, let's save it. All right, well that's Wingspan. Like I said, it's an engine building game / tableau game where you're playing cards in front of you, and they're, it's getting way more complex as the game goes on. It's one of those games that, yes, I said it many times, it looks very accessible, but it's actually a pretty complex game. It's really deep, a lot going on, but I do think the art and the theme really do pull people through it. Even non-gamers will kind of struggle through it because they just have a good time looking at the cards and the birds and the beautiful artwork. I think this mobile / computer adaptation of the game, I think also adds quite a bit. The animation, the voice, the bird's voice, and the voice when you play a card of a bird you never played before, there's a voiceover explaining what the bird is and a little bit about them. It's a really enjoyable game. It's relaxing to play if you don't care about winning, and if you are recording this and people are watching you play and you kind of don't want to bomb out. It is a little stressful because you start doing math and you're like, oh, that's the right card to play. But it is fun. I mean, that's what makes it fun. But like I said, it's a little long playing in real life. It goes for over an hour sometimes. I do think there are better games that kind of scratch this same itch, so to speak, that I think are a little bit faster and maybe a little bit better, but they don't have the awesome artwork that this game has. So it's a little hard to get people who aren't gamers to play like a Race for the Galaxy game versus Wingspan, because Wingspan just looks way more accessible, way more friendly. Whereas, a game like Race for the Galaxy is more of like a sci-fi theme, a lot of iconography. So I think this game definitely wins out on the aesthetics. All right, well, hey, thanks for watching. And if you listened this far, please like, subscribe, tell your friends about this channel, and I'll see you next time.